Sup YouTube. So today I want to teach you guys or do a tutorial on the concept of crumbling. I call it crumbling because that's what people like J Funk refer to it as. I've seen this technique, you know, multiple times from other dancers, and I really think this is something that just, if you learn it and actually just play with it, it'll add a lot of detail and depth to your dance. Not just your tuts. I mean, you're probably going to be mainly using it for tutting, but the concept itself, you can find creative ways to use outside of tutting. Like you could be waving and use and crumble. You could be freestyling, right? And somehow you're like, I mean, that's your like transition or whatever, crumbling. But yeah, so basically what it is, it's this move right here. That little effect. Right? So yeah, this is how you do it. It's almost like a domino effect, right? Because you have this, and you want to make it look like it's almost like a mini wave, right? So it's like at least from here, you're gonna reverse, not reverse, but like, you know what I'm saying? You go backwards and then you put it up, right? Now that's just this angle right here. You could also, boom, like earlier I showed you, right from here, boom. From the front, same idea. Boom, boom. Another way to do this, like sometimes I like to use my pinky as my starter. See, I lead it off with my pinky. You could also, like when you crumble, you could also make it look like, you know, like your pointy finger is responsible for causing that effect, or you can pull it, right? Or you could use your mouth, use your head, whatever, or just look at it. It gives it a totally different effect. There's a lot of ways to do this, right? So you could let's say you're here, right? Put these two together. You can put them together by crumbling, or just one of them, or you can alternate crumbling, alter crumble, whatever that's called, right? Boom, boom. It's a really neat effect. If you just play with it, and you'll find all these cool ways and perfect timing to like just throw it in, right? So like sometimes I'll open up my tuts like that, boom, right? But it started with just that little, and you can pretty much do this from any angle, or whatever you're doing. Boom, right? Like these two angles are just gonna trade. Boom, boom, boom. There's a lot of ways to just, you could be here and just crumble both of your hands. Right? There's a lot of ways to crumble. I like to do this effect where I'm like rotating my hands and controlling the crumble, and you know, just play around with it, right? Like sometimes I'll be tutting, boom, boom, right? And then all of a sudden I'll just make it look like I pulled that, right? And then do a million things from there. You could even, let's see, what else can you do? I mean, there's just so much to crumble. Like, you know, you just gotta think. Literally, almost any angle you could crumble. I can't think of any spots you couldn't crumble. Cause I mean, even if you're like this, right? Boom. I don't know. That was kind of cool. But anyways, yeah, so just practice this concept right here, this technique. It's very, very simple, right? Boom. Going backwards. You want to practice this with both of your hands, right? Do it slowly until you get a real feel for it. And then, like I said, you can just throw it in anywhere, right? Ooh. That was kind of cool. See, that's another thing. You can hit an angle like boom, and cause it to crumble, right? It's a nice little concept where you combine two, hitting like actual boom, and then you crumble. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Add that to your tutting, to your dance. Find creative ways to do it, and it'll be very, very fun, I promise. And you will have some pretty gnarly sets or illusions that you can create. And yeah, have fun. Alright, guys.